Okay, good morning sa inyong lahat. Narito na naman tayo sa panibago nating topic. Ang topic na meron tayo is center and radius form of the equation. So by the way, this is Sir Mark Moica, a grade 10 mathematics teacher, and sana marami kayong maintindihan sa ating lesson for today. Let's go! So, bago tayo tumuloy, we have to identify the three objectives about this lesson. First is to illustrate center radius form of the equation of the circle. The second one is to determine the center radius from the equation of a circle given its equation and vice versa. And also the last one is to graph a circle and other geometric figures on the coordinate plane. So dito, iisa-isahin natin kung ano ba yung ibig kong sabihin by center and then radius formed by equation of the circle at kung paano ba natin to hahanapin at ipa-plot at gagamitin o gagawa natin ang graph. So samahan niyo ako sa ating lesson for today and I hope everybody should pay attention. If you have your pen with you and you have your notes with you, kindly habang nanonood kayo nito ay mag-chat notes kayo para at least marami tayong maintindihan at if ever man na may masasabi ako na maging gabay para sa inyo para mapadali itong mathematics ay please try to chat it down. Okay? So let's proceed. So when we talk about illustrate center radius from of the equation of the circle, meaning hahanapin muna natin asan ba yung center, saan ba yung radius. Okay? So if we are going to have a circle like this, okay, notice this part over here, gagawan ako ng red ano dito, no, para at least makita ninyo. This part over here from the origin, which is 0, 0, papunta doon, this is what do we call the radius. Okay, yan yung ating R. Okay? So yung ating center is dito. Itong part na to, ito yung pinaka-center natin. So since nasa origin siya, 0, 0. Notice ang comprise ng radius natin from this point, the center, papunta dito. If this is our x here, at ito yung ating y, as being shown mamaya, tingnan natin. Let's just try to click this one para at least makita natin. Okay. Ko pala na-erase. Okay, so that is your x and your y. And then the coordinates na meron tayo dyan, since this is our radius, that is equal to x and y. So ibig sabihin, itong point na to yung nasa labas na mismo ng circle. Okay, so ito yung kumbaga parang boundary ng ating circle. Okay, so using the Pythagorean theorem, we can actually form a certain equation based on this kind of figure. So since ang ating origin is 0 and 0, notice that our equation is x squared plus y squared is equal to r squared. Again, we use this formula if our origin is 0 and 0. So ibig sabihin, yung ating coordinates is based on the origin itself. Okay? Now, if our center of the circle is doesn't found dito mismo sa origin, ibig sabihin meron siyang coordinates. This is h and k. So mababago na ang ating formula. The formula will base on the distance formula. Ang formula ng distance, that is x minus h, quantity x minus h raised to the power of 2 plus the quantity y minus k raised to the power of 2 is equal to r squared. So this is applicable sa atin. Again, we use the Pythagorean theorem if the center of the circle is found in the origin. Pero pag merong coordinates, ibig sabihin we use the distance formula. I hope hindi po kayo malilito dito. Okay? So let's proceed. Origin natin. So if we have here a certain circle that is found on the origin itself and it has a radius of 5. So paano ba yung equation na meron tayo? Simple-simple lang. Again, pag sinabi kong ang origin natin ay 0 and 0, we use the Pythagorean theorem. Alright? So using the Pythagorean, we have x squared plus y squared is equal to 5 squared. Or we can write as x squared plus y squared is equal to 25. Okay? So yan na mismo ang equation ng circle na meron tayo having a radius of 5 and a center found in the origin itself. Okay? So let's proceed. So if we have an origin of 6 and 7, meaning 6 ang coordinates niya, x, 6, and then 7 natin. So yung 6 natin is h, yung 7 natin is k. Okay, the coordinates of y serve as k, and then the coordinates of x serve as h. Okay, having a radius of 7, so ibig sabihin, we use the distance formula here. So we have x minus 6 squared plus y minus 7 squared is equal to 7 raised to the power of 2. Okay? So, pag meron tayo niyan, simple-simple lang, yan na mismo yung ating tinatawag na standard form ng ating equation of a circle. Or kahit yan na mismo, equation of a circle na rin ang tawag natin dyan. Okay? So, di ba, napakadali lang. Now, in determine the center radius from the equation of a circle given its equation and vice versa, we need to analyze the two form. Okay, the first one is we have the standard form. The next is we have the general form. When we talk about the standard form, we are referring to this kind of equation. Okay, x minus h, the quantity x minus h, okay, raised to the power of 2, plus the quantity y minus k raised to the power of 2 is equal to r squared. Okay? Yan yung standard form. But if we talk about general form, we are referring to the expanded of the standard form. So, i-expand lang natin siya. So, meaning, lalabas yung ax squared plus by squared plus cx plus dy plus e is equal to 0. Take note, ang general form, magtatapos yan sa 0. Okay? So, kailangan ma-meet natin yung standard na standard form and general form. Okay? Don't worry. Kung medyo nalilito, nabibilisan kayo sa aking turo, pwede naman balik-balikan ninyo to. Okay? So, let's proceed na. When we talk about standard form, if we have like this, so yan ang mismo yung ating standard form. Okay? But if we're going to expand this one, the quantity x minus 6 raised to the power of 2 serve as x squared minus 12x plus 36. Okay? Way back yung supplementary video na meron tayo. So kung medyo nabibilisan kayo dito sa akin, bumalik kayo dun sa supplementary video na meron ako na binigay na para sa inyo. Okay? So yung quantity y minus 7 raised to the power of 2 is can be written as y squared minus 14y plus 49. Okay? And the square of 7 is 49. So equals 49 pa rin. Okay? So let's proceed. So here, tinanggal ko lang yung quantity na meron tayo, yung tinatawag natin parenthesis. Ano? And then the next is, pinagsama-sama ko yung variables, yung x squared tsaka y squared, pinagsama-sama ko rin yung negative 12x tsaka negative 14y, at pinagsama ko lahat ng constant. Okay? Take note of this. Notice, yung x squared plus y squared minus 12x minus 14y, medyo okay na tayo, malapit na tayo sa tinatawag na general form. But the problem is the constant. Anong gagawin natin dito? We have to solve this. Take note of 49. Pag pinasok mo sa loob, magiging negative 49. Kaya siya naging 36 plus 49 minus 49. Take note to, equals to 0. Okay? So pag kinancel natin yan, therefore the general form that we have is x squared plus y squared minus 12x minus 14y plus 36 is equal to 0. So that is our general form. Diba? Madali lang to, sa totoo lang, hindi siya mahirap. It will take time for you to understand this, lalo na kung hindi mo napanood yung previous video natin about the supplement video regarding this one. Talaga mahihirapan ka talaga sa mga binomials na yan. But if you have the mastery out of this, I guess this is not a problem for you. Okay? So again, let's proceed now. Paano natin babaliktarin naman from general form papunta kay standard form? Di ba? Napaka-query. Okay, ganito gawin lang natin. The first thing is, we have to segregate all the x and the y. Okay? And yung constant na positive 36, ilagay na natin sa kabilang equation. I hope nakasabay tayo doon. And then, leave a certain mark or a space dun sa tinatawag nating C. Kasi hahanapin muna natin yan para dito papasok yung completing the square. Okay? Now, x squared minus 12x plus and then blank, and then y squared minus 14y plus and then blank. Take note na kung ano ang idadagdag natin dyan sa mga blank na yan, yun din ang idadagdag natin dun sa kabilang side of our equation. So, ibig sabihin, yung negative 36 yan, may plus pa rin yan. Plus blank, plus blank. So, dalawang plus ang ilalagay natin kay negative 36. Okay? So, the big question here is, how are we going to find the constant of x squared minus 12x and y squared minus 14y? Okay, we have a formula. This is found in the supplementary video that I have already given to you. So may formula tayo. So sa x, we have c sub x is equal to b over 2 raised to the power of 2. So saan yung b? Ang b natin dyan ay yung 12. Okay, take note yung b natin dyan ay ito. Okay. Sir, bakit hindi mo sinama yung negative? Okay lang, kasi pag nag-squared, magpa-positive din naman eh. Okay? Ganun din sa y. Ang b ng y ay ito. Okay? Take note minarkahan ko na yung mga b natin. Okay, so let's proceed. So meaning, this is equal now. Okay? So this is now 12 divided by 2. So alam na natin that is 6. 6 squared, that is 36. So 36 ang ilalagay natin dun sa constant ng x. At syempre, pag naglagay tayo ng 36 dyan, maglalagay din tayo ng 36 dun sa labas. So we have plus 36. Okay? Please lang, wag po kayong malilito. Okay, let's proceed with y. So pagdating kay y, c sub y is equal to b. Again, what is b? b is 14. Alright? So you have 14 divided by 2. Therefore, that is 7. 7 raised to the power of 2, you have 49. So meaning the constant of y is 49. So if we have constant of y 49, the other equation should have 49 also. Okay? So di ba madali lang siya. Okay, so let's proceed. Now, ayusin lang natin to Ang sunod na gagawin natin is we have to cancel the negative 36 and positive 36. Why? Because it is 0. So matik na yan, ang magiging dulo niyan is 49. Okay? Now, so ang problem natin is how to find the perfect square. Okay? Paano ba natin gagawin perfect square to? So pag namin perfect square, x plus 1 plus times x plus 1. So that makes the square perfect. Ibig sabihin pareho sila. Okay? So simple-simple lang. Okay? If you watch my video sa supplementary, binigay ko to kung paano talaga ginagawa. Okay. So this one, ang una nating hanapin yung x squared, yung x dyan. Okay? Take note kung bakit ako nag-negative para mamaya malalaman ninyo. So yung x squared, pag in-square ko yung x squared, I have x. Okay? So since ang middle term natin is negative, negative din dapat yung magiging equation natin sa perfect square. Okay? Now next, ano ba ilalagay natin doon? X minus a what? So, yung 36, if we try to find the square root of 36, you have your 6 with you. The same also with y. Y squared, square root of y squared, you have y. And then since negative yung ating middle term dyan, so negative din yan. Since the square root of 49 ay 7, kaya yan ang magiging sagot natin. Di ba? Ganun napakasimple lang. At yung 49 natin doon, square root lang natin yan. Siyempre, that is also 7. Now, you have a standard form. Diba? Ganun lang kasimple. Hindi siya ganun kahirap talaga. Okay? So let's proceed. So if we have the standard form, x minus 6 raised to the power of 2, quantity y minus 7 raised to the power of 2 is equal to 7 squared. If we try to graph this one in a circle, gawin natin, hanapin natin to, ano bang graph nito, ano bang circle form nito. We will have to equate first this one to 0. So meaning yung x minus 6, tatanggalin lang natin yung square lahat. Okay? So kung pwede, gawin ninyo square. Kaya lang kasi hindi ko ina-advise yung square root natin lahat. you just simply get the x minus 6, okay? And then y minus 7, and then 7. Okay, so if x minus 6 is equal to 0, I guess we have to equate this one to 0. So yung x minus 6 natin, pag nilagay sa other side, we have x is equal to 6. The same also with y, minus 7 is equal to 0. Pag nilagay natin yung 7 on the other side, we have y is equal to 7. And syempre, obviously, the radius that we have is also 7 kasi nakita natin dun sa 7 squared. Now, since we complete this one, we have x minus 6, we have x is equal to 6, y is equal to 7, and our radius is 7. So the next thing is, let's try to graph this one. Okay, so nauna niyo yung aking dot. Okay, so that is 6 and 7. So dun sa ating Cartesian plane, gagawa lang kayo ng mga lines dyan. So if I were you, para hindi kayo mahirapan, you use the graphing paper for this. Okay, para mas madali na yung paghahanap ng mga numbers. Okay, so if we try to analyze, baka mamaya malito, sir, sigurado ko yan ang sagot niya. Siyempre, bibilang tayo dito. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 yung ating x, di ba? Ito yung x natin eh. So, yung 6 na meron tayo. Yung 7 natin, yung y, so that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that is our 7 here. So this is 6 and 7 already. Now, kung yan ay 6 and 7, matik na yan, nahahanapin natin yung radius. So from here, para madali ninyong maintindihan kung paano ko ginagawa ito, from that point, you start here, di ba? Start tayo dito. Bilang tayo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Take note of this, ha? Ito, minarkahan ko na. 7 yan. And then dito sa side na to, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This one, minarkahan ko na. 7 din yan. And pababa, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Itong part na to is 7 na rin to. At syempre sa ating left side, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that is how you make a circle using a compass on this. Okay? So tinuro ko na yan sa inyo ha. Now try to take a look at this. Tingnan natin kung ano sunod na mangyayari. Kung gagawin natin. Okay? Oh, you see? So 7 natin, take note, lahat ng ating mga minarkahan ay tinamaan siya ng circle. So that's how you graph this equation. O, di ba? Napakadali lang. Hindi talaga siya mahirap. Mahirap sa umpisa, syempre, dahil hindi mo pagkamay. Pero later on, as you go on and practice yourselves every now and then, by the way, huwag kayong mag-stick sa problem na meron ako. You have to exert effort looking for some equation and then try to solve it in your own. Okay? So let's proceed. Okay, how are we going to graph if this is the kind of problem? This is what? Standard form, general form. Of course, this is general form. Okay? So having a general form, again, pagsamahin lahat ng x, pagsamahin lahat ng y, yung constant ilabas na kagad natin. So therefore, this is x squared plus 2x, bakante, plus the quantity y squared minus 4y, again, another bakante. And then yung notice yung negative 4 natin, ginawa na natin 4 plus and then plus. Okay? Inabang na natin kung ano yung dadagdag natin dyan. So therefore, ang x squared natin, since ang ating c, di ba, that is b over 2, that is 2 divided by 2, squared natin, 1 pa rin ang sagot. So may 1 tayo sa kabila. So ating y naman, 4 divided by 2 is 2, squared natin, 4 pa rin, kaya may 4 din tayo dyan. Okay? Now, using the standard form, okay, x plus 1 squared plus y minus 2. Okay, sir, bakit naging plus ito? Baka may matanong dyan. Kasi kanina sabi mo sa amin negative. Okay, kung itong gitna natin ay positive, matik ito ay positive. Kung ito ay negative, matik ito ay negative. Okay? I hope hindi kayo malilito sa aking sinasabi. Okay? Ganun lang kasimple. Okay. Now, kung talagang nahihirapan pa rin kayo at talagang hindi nyo na maintindihan pa rin kung paano nakuha itong 1 at saka 2, simple lang. Diba? Square root ng 1, 1. Square root ng 4, 2. Kung di mo pa rin gusto yan, ito na lang. 2 divide mo sa 2, meron kang 1. 4 divide mo sa 2, meron kang 2. Okay. Kung yan ay talagang hindi mo pa maintindihan, you have to find means on how to find that one. At least binigay ko na yung mga techniques sa inyo kung paano talaga ginagawa yan. Okay? So here, 4 plus 4 plus 1 is equal to 9. Again, ang SF natin, that is our standard form already. Now we will going to equate this one to 0. So x plus 1, that is x is equal to negative 1. Y minus 2 is equal to y plus y is equal to 2. And ang ating radius, since that is 9, if we take the square root of 9, that is equal to 3. So, negative 1 and 2, nandun tayo. Okay, negative 1x yan and then 2. And then bilang lang tayo ng 3. Okay, yan yung mga dots natin. And the formed circle na meron tayo ay ganyan. So that is the circle based on the given equation na meron tayo. Based on the general form of also. Okay? Ganun lang kasimple, 'di ba? Hindi siya mahirap. Madali lang po talaga siya. Okay, again, another problem. Ayan. General form. Siguro yung iba dito pwede na akong sabayan, di ba? Again, lahat pagsamahin natin ng x, pagsamahin natin ng y, constant ilabas na natin. Ganyan na yung sunod na mangyayari. Okay, kung nakakasabay kayo ha. Take note ha, kung positive yung 9, paglabas magde-negative. Kung negative ang 9, paglabas magpa-positive. So always remember, any number, any constant number, na pag dumaan sa equal sign, it will always change the value or the sign of that number. Okay? So again, hanapin natin constant. So yung 4 divided by 2 squared natin, still that is 4. Yung 6 divided by 2, 3 squared natin, that is 9. So ganun din na meron dito, negative 9 plus 4 plus 9. Okay. So, looking for the standard form. Okay, divide natin by 4 yung 2. And then yung 6 by 2, 3 na kagad dyan. Take note kung ano yung middle term ha. Plus, 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 plus din itong dalawang to. And take note of our radius already. This is equal to 4 na. Okay? Now, equate natin to 0. X plus 2 is equal to 0. That is x is equal to negative 2. At yung ating y plus 3 is equal to 0. That is equal to y is equal to negative 3. Okay. So, ang ating radius, ano kaya radius natin? Ito maraming namamali dito. They go directly to 4. Tatandaan ninyo, you have to find the square root of 4. Okay? Square root of 4 ay 2. So, let's try to plot this one. So, negative 2 and then negative 3. Okay, we have that plot. Okay, 1 and 2. Nakita nyo na kagad. And we form a circle. Ayan na mismo. If I were you, if in a proper presentation, para maging maganda presentation ninyo, you use the compass. Okay? In circling this one. Huwag kayong magano. Pero mas kung wala namang compass, pwedeng pise. Okay? Yung malaking sinulit siguro, ilagay ninyo sa gitna and then paikutin nyo lang yun. Yun nga lang, it takes, pero you can form a circle na rin. Pero kung magaling kayo gumawa ng circle, well, pakita nyo yung talent ninyo dito. Okay, so let's proceed now. So, this is standard form. So, napakadali pag standard form. Why? The next thing is we have to equate this one. And then find the square root of 64. That's how it works. Okay? So, x plus 4, x is equal to negative 4. Y minus 3, so that is y is equal to 3. Square root of 64, you have your r is equal to 8. Then plot. Okay? So negative 4 and 3. And then hanapin natin yung mga dots. There you are. Okay? And then just simply form a circle. There you are. Ganyan lang kasimple. Diba? O, diba? Napakadali na. As long as you try to discover it yourself. Pero alam nyo, pag the more na pinapanood nyo to, the more na mahahasa kayo, the more na maiintindihan nyo kung paano mag-plot using that kind of standard form and even the general form. But, okay, another muna, standard form ulit tayo. Okay? Equate natin. So that is 5 na already. Yung plus 8 magiging negative 8. Okay. Square root of 121, that is 11 already. And then, hanap tayo 5 and then negative 8. Okay, yung 11, binilang ko talaga yan, 11. And then, you form a circle. Ganyan yung circle ang kalalabasan ninyo. Okay? So actually, mas madali siya pag naka-standard form kasi you don't need to go to general form in order to transfer to standard form. Ang medyo critical lang na part is from general form and then standard form and then equate. Okay? Find the center and then the radius kaagad. Okay. But what if, eto na, ang given, hahanapin natin yung equation using this graph. Okay? So, simpleng-simple lang. Ito lang ang technique na pwede kong ibigay sa inyo. Okay? Mamaya pakitas ito para solution na to. So, if x is equal to 8, y is equal to negative 10, ibalik natin sila. Okay? Gawin nating, tag nito, gawin nating perfect square setup. At yung r natin is equal to 8. Okay? Take note ha. So, x minus 8, y plus 10 is equal to 0. Take note, parang bumalik lang tayo. Okay? Nag-reverse lang tayo. And then, eliminate the equate of 0. So, therefore, this is x minus 8 squared plus y plus 10 squared is equal to 8 squared. So, here, that is the standard form. In looking for the general form, simple lang. So, x minus 8 squared, that is x squared minus 16x plus 64. Y plus 10 is y squared plus 20y plus 100 is equal to 64. Okay? The next is x squared plus y squared minus 16x plus 20y. Notice that 64 plus 100 pinagsama ko. And then yung 64 sa labas, ipinasok sa loob. Kaya naging negative 64. Cancel that one. So I have 100. So this is your general form. The other technique na pwede kong ituro sa inyo dito ay ganito lang. Pagdating dito sa center natin, you notice the center is 8 and negative 10. Pagdating dun kay x, gawin natin siyang perfect square, reverse parati yung sign. So kung positive yung x, magiging negative na kagad. Kung negative yung y, magiging positive na kagad. That's how it works. Okay? Ganun lang kasimple. And then try to put the square on the top. And then, voila, okay na kagad kayo. Kuha mo na kagad yung standard form. And once you get the standard form, it is now easy for you to find the general form. Why? By simply expanding that perfect square. Okay? Pag in-expand mo siya, ang magiging critical na lang dito siguro yung pag-multiply ninyo. But if you master this one, the binomial products, I guess there's no question behind from this na. Okay? If you truly master this one. Okay? So, I hope you learned something for today. So again, always repeat this. Watch this vlog. Always listen kung ano yung mga techniques. At syempre, ang pinaka-importante, don't ever, okay? Huwag niyong palalagpasin, hindi niyo nasusubukan yung mga learnings na meron tayo. Gaya ng sinabi ko kanina, if you want to be master on this, you have to go out with your boundaries. Okay? Maghanap ka ng problem and then try to solve it in your own. And then try to pattern that one to sa lesson na meron tayo. Again, please like and subscribe this channel na meron tayo so that you ma-update kayo sa mga latest na vlog na meron tayo. At syempre, gaya ng sinasabi ko, once you know something, you have to express that one to other person. You have to teach other person para mas lalong mahasa yung brain mo. Kasi the more you give information to others, the more retention na meron ka. As long as you know how to, syempre, give the charity to other person para lang magkaroon sila ng knowledge. Again, this is Sir Mark Moica. Just want to say God bless at ingat kayo parate. Stay safe and see you on the next vlog. Bye!